Shogun Showdown is a turn-based roguelike with deck-building mechanics, set in a Japanese-inspired pixel art world. Players control a samurai in tactical combat, positioning themselves on a grid to execute timed attacks. The game features a unique system where players upgrade attack tiles, creating powerful combos. As you progress, you unlock new skills and characters, adding depth to the strategic gameplay. The game's art style and music blend traditional Japanese aesthetics with a modern pixelated look, making for an engaging experience. Gimmick 2 is a platforming adventure developed by Bitwave Games. This sequel to the classic NES title brings back Yumataro, the green yokai, who embarks on a new journey filled with puzzles, enemies, and hidden treasures. The game allows players to use Yumataro's unique bouncing star ability to navigate levels, activate switches, and solve challenges. It offers both an easier mode and a more challenging one that replicates the original gameplay mechanics of the first Gimmick title. The Aquarius update introduces a new dimension to No Man's Sky by adding fishing mechanics to the game. Players can now catch over 160 species of fish across different planets, times, and weather conditions. The update includes new features such as a fishing rig for the multi-tool, fishing bait, and a variety of seafood recipes. There's also a new vehicle, the Exoskiff, designed for deep-sea fishing, and plenty of customization options for players' fishing setups.
Combinations are out there to be discovered. Complete your fishing log. Fish in comfort from your personal fishing platform. Prepare your bait. Earn trophies and new fishing equipment. A community fishing expedition sends players competing for the biggest catch. The Aquarius update brings fishing and a host of watery features to No Man's Sky.
Fabledom is a charming and laid-back city-building simulation set in a whimsical fairy tale world. Players take on the role of a ruler building their kingdom from scratch, managing resources and navigating relationships with neighboring kingdoms. The game focuses on diplomacy, romance, and exploration, with a fun twist. Players can marry a prince or princess, affecting gameplay dynamics.
Fablings are quite small of stature, but incredibly hard workers. As the village grew, it started gaining the attention of other rulers. One in particular caught the heir's eye, and a courtship began. Trades, missions, and adventure awaited as more neighbors presented themselves, each with their own agenda. The heir had to remain focused, however, because outside the kingdom's borders waited creatures of all sorts, some friendly, and
Selfloss is a heartfelt adventure game that immerses players in a world inspired by Slavic and Icelandic mythology. You play as Casimir, an old healer, navigating through a sea-worshipping land filled with whale gods. Armed with a magical staff, you fight against the spreading miasm, a mysterious affliction threatening the world. The game's narrative focuses on healing both others' wounds and Casimir's own spiritual scars. Caravan SandWitch is a cozy, semi-open world exploration game set in a sci-fi version of Provence. The story revolves around a personal quest to find your missing sister as you travel through the mysterious world of Sigalo. Players can interact with the local communities, complete tasks, and meet unique characters along the way. The game focuses on exploration without the usual pressures. There's no combat, timers, or death, allowing you to relax and enjoy the journey either by foot or in your customizable van.
Côté monde de douceur, été éternel, savoir que c'est faux, mais y croire un peu quand même. Monde de douceur, été éternel, savoir que c'est faux, mais y croire quand même.
Crypt Custodian is a charming Metroidvania game with a Zelda-like feel, where you play as Pluto, a mischievous cat who has just passed away and been sentenced to clean up the afterlife. Armed with a broom, players explore a vast, interconnected world filled with secrets, puzzles, and upgrades. Along the way, you'll meet and befriend various ghostly characters, uncovering their stories while solving puzzles and battling enemies. Goat Simulator 3 is a chaotic, open-world sandbox game where you play as Pilgor the Goat and cause as much havoc as possible on the island of San Angora. The game is packed with quests, secrets, and various interactions with NPCs. In this bizarre, physics-based world, you can lick, headbutt, and crash into objects while completing objectives. The Switch version includes all previously released seasonal content and offers both local and online co-op, allowing two players to wreak havoc together. Gundam Breaker 4 is the latest installment in the Gundam Breaker series, where players create and customize their own Gunpla from over 250 base kits. The game emphasizes its break, build, and battle system, allowing players to break off parts from enemy mechs and use them to customize their own builds. The game features both single-player and online multiplayer modes, where you can engage in intense combat missions with up to 3 players. In this upcoming entry in the Zelda franchise, Princess Zelda takes center stage as the main protagonist for the first time in a mainline game. The Kingdom of Hyrule is under threat as its people are disappearing through mysterious rifts, and with Link missing, it is up to Zelda to save her kingdom. Armed with the Tri-Rod and accompanied by a fairy named Tri, Zelda uses her wisdom to solve puzzles and defeat enemies by creating echoes, imitations of objects, or even enemies from the environment.
Lands of Hyrule. Strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people, including Link. Now alone, Zelda meets the fairy Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and sets off on a journey across Hyrule to save her kingdom. By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like.